Welcome, Scorpio Sagittarius, to your June Astrodice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Let's get straight into this and see what's going on with you. Okay. Got some moon energy coming out. Nice. Going straight into the 4th house. Nice, guys. And doing it, what's that? Libra. Libra energy coming out. Love it. Make sure that we can see these on film here. Okay. Well, with the moon over here, this is talking about your deepest emotions, intuition, and shadow self. Doing it Libra style. The energy is diplomatic, gracious, seeks harmony and balance in relationships. And in the 4th house of your home, your roots, and of your being. Inner security, private life. Very nice. There's this focus on turning completely inward to fix your emotional baseline. It's almost like you're no longer willing to sacrifice your private peace or your home environment to keep other people comfortable. And the universe is rewiring your personal boundaries so you can feel completely secure from the inside out. Yeah. It's like, let's keep the peace if we can. Okay, let's get straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. And I'll grab a clarifier. Do you have the Tower coming out? The Ace of Pentacles. To the Queen of Cups. Okay. You're definitely over here. You're just like, okay, it's going to fall. It's going to fall. You're bracing for the impact. But it looks like the universe comes in and saves you from that by rewarding you with something. Let's see what the clarifying is over here. Five of Cups. Can't see the Two of Cups behind you right now. Too busy bracing on the disappointments and bracing for everything to fall apart, even though they already gave you the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely feeling like this is the immediate aftermath of some kind of domestic shakeup or internal shakeup. It feels very domestic over here. It feels like there's somebody, whether it's a family member, your loved one. It's almost like you're trying desperately to keep things together and avoid that total collapse. The Queen of Cups over here is just over here saying my intuition is here. I'm the emotional anchor for the household or your family. But you're absorbing all these feelings of those around you while you're maintaining composure. So you're like trying to stay as composed as possible, even though you are still saying it could happen, this is going to fall, but then there's this place, or you or somebody else is bracing, or not bracing, excuse me, is looking down at these these Three of Cups, not looking at the Ace. So it could be you and them both together. So take that how it is, because there's definitely a new stable blessing that's sitting right behind you. Okay, I still feel it's you. You're like, I'm composed, but I'm still really upset about the situation. I'm bracing for failure, but I just don't see that Ace of Pentacles. I'm too busy trying to watch for this to completely just fall apart. Okay. So, getting straight into the mid-month. Do you have the Empress in reverse? Seven of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. Oh, somebody wants to come in to apologize, try to smooth things over with you. Clarifying. Queen of Swords. Oh, you're not going to have this. You're like, I'm putting boundaries up. So there's definitely a massive shift from that passive grieving to this absolute boundary. You went from, oh my gosh, to now taking advantage of what's going on around you. The Empress to the Seven of Pentacles. Feeling depleted, blocked abundance. You're not seeing that. You're feeling exhausted. But you are definitely pausing to evaluate what you were trying to grow or what you have grown. And you're looking at it where you've invested your time and realizing that this person, certain people, this person in general, whoever, whatever the situation is just draining you. It's not growing the way you want it to grow. You had high hopes, but they want to come in to apologize for this situation, make this peace offering, right? But you're saying absolutely not. I'm putting my foot down. Not today, Satan. This is not going to happen. The Queen of Swords is completely taking over your energy to block this Knight of Cups. You're saying, no, you caused that tower. You know, you're the one that did all of this, right? And I'm not doing this. So you're cutting off the emotional vampire. You're speaking with absolute truth without any guilt whatsoever. And you're no longer nurturing things that drain you. You're saying, I gave you everything. And this is the way you want to be. So you're definitely razor sharp over here, my friends. Getting to the end of the month. And let's see how it's going to go into July as well. But for now, let's see. We got the Knight of Wands, the Death card, Herald the Wands. Yeah, mid-month you said absolutely not. Let's get a clarifier. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, snap. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck going in. Eight of Swords. Going into July and the Star. Oh. Okay. Well, alrighty. So the month is closing off over here with an explosion of restlessness, chaotic, fiery energy. We have all this fire, Herald the Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. I mean, your Sag is coming in really strong. It's like you had all this water going on, and now you're, you became this swords, and now you're going back to this, you're going to go into this fiery energy. Impatience, could be creative energy. It's like you want to chase new ideas. You might flirt with new opportunities, but you're rushing forward into this passionate new chapter with all these ideas flying around of what's going to go on, how you're going to maybe fix things for yourself. Doesn't mean it's with this person. It just means for myself. Different directions all at once, and you're completely distracting yourself. That's what you're doing. You're all over the place. You know what? If I just distract myself, I don't have to pay attention to this person. I don't have to pay attention to this situation. I'm just going to be completely distracted. Mercury retrograde is not going to help that either. Right? Because it's going to come in to be like, oh, scattered. I mean, you have the Death in reverse. I mean, this explains why the fire is so scattered, why you're running around. It's saying because you have this major resistance to a necessary ending. You're saying, yeah, I'm blocking you. I haven't ended anything. I'm not ending nothing. I'm just ignoring you right now. It's like you've set the boundaries, but mentally you're still looping around. You aren't trying to rush forward because you're You may be scared of facing the absolute stillness or the grief of the final ending, or maybe you don't want it right now. Maybe it's too much. That's too much emotions right now. I don't want that, you know. The Herald of Wands, it's like this person is still trying to give you these passionate, you know, messages. They're still trying to, you know, bring forth, you know, maybe sexual advancements if it's your husband or your boyfriend, impulsive action towards you to settle things, and you're like, I'm not settling things, I'm looking in the other direction, but I'm not letting go of anything right now. Okay. And the Ace of Wands reversed over here is saying, well, you cannot successfully ignite this new spark if you're still carrying this dead situation, right? Because it's like, where's the spark, right? But you're saying to them, they're not doing anything that you want them to do, right? So it's more like you're kind of ignoring them, even if they're trying to still push themselves towards you for apologies or, you know, however, romance, sexual advancements, whatever it is to ignite that spark. And you're saying, nah, I'm focused at work. I'm playing with the kids. I'm going to my sister's. I'm going to the gym. You know what I mean? Like, you have all these different things that you got going on, right? Because you refuse to let it fully die at this time. Maybe it's because it's not meant to die. You know, I mean, if it's a marriage and it's just this really upsetness, you're just going to be upset for a while. It doesn't mean I just throw it away, right? It just means that I haven't allowed this situation to die completely yet. Wait for me to heal, and then I'll come talk to you, right? Not everything in the world is about just throwing people away. It's also about healing, getting through things. Wait till I feel better. Quit being up my butt, right? I don't feel good right now. I'm mad at you still. And then you guys can come back and talk about it later, okay? You know, we don't always just throw our family members and our husbands and wives just out the door just because we got into a little tiff, right? So 8 of Swords to the Star coming through. Going into July, says, while I'm walking into this place where I'm feeling like the healing is happening. This is the healing. Right? I still feel scattered. Right? I'm still doing mental loops over here. I still have anxiety. I still feel like I'm trapped in this situation, trapped in my mind about this situation. But I'm starting to heal. Right? Stuck in facing this, trying to figure this out. This is your peace. This is the renewal and the cosmic blessing. Like I said in the very beginning, you were looking for your peace. And that feels like that's what you're trying to hold on to as much as possible. By ignoring them, you feel like you're holding on to that internal peace that you can have so that you don't have external conflict. If I make boundaries and push them away, then, you know, I can keep that balance. I'm trying to keep it as balanced as possible without fighting. And as you can see here, there really is no fighting. It's all about boundaries, communication of leave me alone, not yet. I'm healing. I'm in my mind. Okay. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of healing. A lot of soothing yourself. Trying to step into the next chapter of your life. Getting away from all of this nonsense. Now, whether or not you end up really getting rid of this person or not, or blocking them, you know, I'm not talking to my cousin anymore. I just don't want to have anything to do with them. Whatever. Okay, everybody's story is different. If you feel like you need a divorce, then you do what you do. But for now, it's saying, let's now start to heal. Okay? So, I mean, this is a beautiful promise of peace. Not just overthinking, right? Not being just trapped, but trying to find that divine, absolute healing. Okay, and clearing this energy away. Beautiful reading, my friends, okay? Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.